Good. We'll try to get there as much as we can. So my main topic for my last clinic is our Redzone. But I know we had a session on trick play, so I thought I'd show you one of ours from this year. You just want to see it first, or me tell you what's going to happen? I'm just going to show it to you, and then I'll tell you how we do it. So what we did is we threw a backward screen pass to our receiver, and no one watches the quarterback. No one has him in man coverage. So we throw it, and then we sneak the quarterback out. You just have to make sure this is backwards. So we have our quarterback cheat up a little bit. The receiver takes just a few steps forward to make sure they come towards him. So now when you run this in Germany, you have to call it Austin. You have to name it after
Okay.
Check Austin. That's right. All right. Okay, so Redzone is my topic this afternoon. We don't change a lot in the Redzone. What we want to run in our system is got to be good against man, zone, blitz. So we don't have a special package of plays that we do. Now there are things that we do more often that we focus on. We don't have a special philosophy though, or anything that really changes. So I'll take you through as much of this as I can. Again, a lot of film. Speed option is one play that we run a lot. This is just one set. Our double wing set is very versatile, but I'll show you spread, and I'll show you double wing. We're going to option the end man line scrimmage. If this became a blitz look, where he became the end man, then we would option him. How we would communicate who we're optioning off of is it's the defensive end, unless the slot or the wide receiver calls smoke. Smoke is our alert. When there's smoke, there's fire. And so if we call smoke, now we're going to option him. Even if they don't blitz. We'll reach block the end, and we'll option him. And I'll show you both these scenarios. So we're going to go option to the left. The option player is the defensive end. We're going to arc block the outside linebacker. The defensive end is going to squeeze and collision our tackle, making it an easy pitch. I'll show you the end zone view as well. Got to let it run through the wide to get to the tight. So our pitch man's right here. On speed options, it's very defined for the quarterback. Try to get the ball pitched. We have plenty of plays where our quarterback's going to run the ball. On speed option, we want to attack him. Our tackle's going to try to inside release to this linebacker. The DN's going to collision him, which makes it an easy pitch. As soon as the end can't tackle the running back, get the ball to the running back. So right there, the pitch key's gone, get the ball to the edge. Okay, now we have a blitz look. Cover zero. No deep safeties. These two safeties have the wings. It's going to be a 6 or 7 man blitz. We're going to call smoke. Well, we don't have to, but if we call smoke, we're going to pitch off of this player. If we don't call smoke, we'll pitch off of him. We'll have to look and see what call the quarterback makes. All right, we call smoke. So now we're going to block the end and pitch off the linebacker. It's the job of the quarterback to attack the outside number of the pitch play. It's outside zone scheme. We're reach and overtake. This would be our pitch key until we call smoke. Now the linebacker becomes the pitch. So we're going to reach and overtake to number 3. We'll reach. We'll be reach, reach. Yes.
Why are you attacking the outside number of
The question is, why do we attack the outside number? We attack the outside number so we can't play both of us. So if you two are playing basketball and you're on a fast break,
No.
I want to try to play in between you.
No.
Okay? So if you're dribbling down and you attack my outside shoulder,
No.
I either have to come with you or leave him.
No.
So we don't want to leave the defender. If I'm the quarterback now and you're my pitch man, I want to make you come to me or to him. So if I attack your inside shoulder, you can kind of play between us. And when I commit, you can come get me. So I'm going to come to you and make you take me or make you trail the pitch. So we were always attacking on speed option outside shoulder. Okay, so now we're going to run an option play. And there's several things I want to show you. First of all, we talked about cross blocking yesterday. This is a good example of cross blocking. For timing, he's going to work out, he's going to work into the safety. And we've decided on this play to pitch off of the outside linebacker.
Coach,
Rather than the defensive end, yes.
one question. What are your aiming points from the quarterback and the pitchman?
If we're pitching off the end, the quarterback's aiming point is the outside shoulder of the defensive end. The running back now has to get 5 yards away from him,
5 yards?
5 yards,
Okay.
and we want him even.
Okay.
We don't want to pitch the ball backwards and lose ground.
Okay.
We want to pitch the ball flat, maybe even a little bit forward.
Okay. Good.
Yes?
In the classic speed option, it will be gap, like how I understand it, it's a gap scheme play. So basically you block that way and you run the speed option the opposite way. Now you do it the exact opposite way, so you run to the side you speed option. What's the idea behind that?
It's just a different variation of it. You can veer away from it and pitch off the end, that's fine. We like to do it with outside zone, we like to overtake.
Yeah, exactly.
The backside end, we're not worried about it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna overtake and work.
So like it takes like one gap scheme and it maximizes the outside zones that you're running anyway all the time?
Actually, we don't do much other outside zone other than
Oh,
option.
you don't?
We could, but we don't.
So what's the moment then that you want to move to that play and call the play specifically? Like, is it when you see that the end's coming in on the outside zone?
Yes.
You want to like wrong arm you?
This speed option play is the play that we'll check to most often. And for us, we have one word that we can get to it. If we say rocket, it's speed option right, and flash is speed option left. So at any point, we can check to our speed
Well,
option.
what's the reaction based on that you want to see from the defense that makes you call the play?
Cover zero, blitz. This play kills blitz. Any blitz. If it's cover zero, speed option is really difficult.
And that just seems I always had really big trouble running my speed option, which block this way and then run that way, calling it into a blitz, because I always cancel it out.
If you're running it as a veer, but if you're running it as a zone play, to where you're doing it, you have all your front side gaps covered.
Great stuff.
It's really good against blitz. Which is the last clip we just saw. It was a cover zero blitz. So getting back to this play, we're not going to pitch off the end. So our wing now is going to help our tackle, secure the end, and then he's going to work to this linebacker. We'll cross block on the edge, and we'll pitch off at him. We did this because we knew that he was going to take pitch, and our quarterback would end up with the ball. And for us, that's a good play. So if your receiver coach, watch the timing of the cross blocks.
Coach,
We want the blocks to engage when the ball gets there, yes.
if you pitch off the outside linebacker, what's the aiming point for the quarterback?
Okay, when we're running the pitch phase off the linebacker, it's the quarterback's ball till someone takes it away. So he's getting around the edge and running the alley.
He has to take a path to clear the soft.
Yes, he doesn't have an aiming point. Get around the end and run to the end zone. And if somebody gets in your way, pitch it. And the only guy that should be able to get in the way is the pitch man. So on speed option, we're running right at the pitch man to try to force a pitch. When we pitch off the linebacker, either in triple option phase or in our sweep option, he's running the alley like it's his ball. And if someone takes it away, then he'll give it up. So he's running a fast break. I'm going to go to the basket and dunk it and let you take it away from me, and then I'm going to give it to my partner. Is there another hand?
So you would check your regular speed option, like make it your speed option a load option as soon as you get the end working inside. So you want to read off the Because you get an easier block on the outside zone.
In spread, yes, we'll pitch off the blitzing linebacker. In wing, we can pitch off of anybody that we want, the end or the linebacker.
So whoever gives you a better angle.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It also depends too on who you want to have the ball.
Oh.
If you want to get the ball to your running back quick, pitch off the end. If you want your quarterback to have the ball, pitch off the linebacker. Because more than likely this alley defender is a contained guy, and he's going to contain the back. Which is why in this case we decided to option the linebacker, knowing that we could get our quarterback around the end. So as you watch the end zone view, we're going to be outside zoning to the offense's right. The tackle's going to overtake with help of the wing. The wing's going to help him, and then he's going to work up to number 40. We'll have a reach and overtake combination block here. Okay, now we're going to run option out spread. We had called the play, you can see the back is offset left. They had an extra defender to the left side. So the quarterback's going to change the direction of the play away from the extra defender. Option football is about numbers. Numbers, then grass. So there he's looking at numbers, and we're running it where there's fewer numbers. So this is pretty easy. This is the end. We're going to attack the end. The tackle's going to work right up to 33. They'll overtake number 50. Okay, now we're going to shift. We're going to line up in wing, and we're going to shift to trips. And what do they check to?
Space.
Base. Here's our pitch player. Oh, actually, he has to go to base now. So now the end's a pitch player. One of our favorite pass plays on the goal line is this combination of an in route. It works the same benefit of a slant, but I like the timing of it better with the vertical push. And then our inside seam route turns into a quick post against man coverage on the goal line. We'll run this with our power protection unless we're getting a 6-man blitz. If we get a 6-man blitz, then we'll check to a true pass protection. So here we're in the red zone. They're in man coverage. They're in cover 1. We're going to target the bottom. So we're going to have our quick post by the inside receiver, and then our 5-yard in as our second read by the outside receiver. Even though they're blitzing, we stayed with our base pass protection. We pulled the guard. The running back will help out if needed. And anytime you can get inside position in the goal line, you're going to score. Beating inside man coverage. Same play. Should be an end zone view. Okay, so we're going to pull the guard. We're going to fake our power sweep. Get the ball thrown. A little tougher to see. We're going to run the same combination to the top. We're going to beat this man inside again on the quick post. If the quick post wasn't open, it would clear things out for the in route to come underneath. So we're looking inside first, outside second. There they ended up in zone, and it works great against zone just as well as it does against man. We run our same protection, I believe. So here we call it a straight man protection. They're in bear, 52, whatever you want to call it, double eagle. So we're just going to block 5 for 5. We call that Bob, big on big. One more example, again in the red zone, against zone defense. They don't cover the quick post, the inside seam, so we're going to take Okay, back to some run stuff. Quarterback dart or quarterback tackle ISO is a play we like a lot against the four-man front. We prefer to run it to the one technique side. If it became a blitz, it doesn't matter. If the end came inside and someone blitzed the edge, we would just trap it C gap. So we want to run it to the B gap. We can adjust if it becomes C gap. The fake across and the guards blocking down really gives these backers a lot of keys going away from where the play is. So this is going to come back to the left. We're going to fake to the right. You can see where all the linebackers fill. They're all running away from where the play is going to go. All the keys are taking the linebackers away from the play. And of course, on the goal line, the defense is +1. They've got one more guy. Whoever has the ball can't really block anybody. So you've got to be able to get some tough yards. The tackle pulls too wide. Now we're going to fake left, come back right. And this becomes a C-gap ISO. They're going to blitz the edge. So now it becomes a trap. We're going to cross block. So this is a very important we call this a 2-for-1. When we cross block in man coverage, they have to chase, right? So he's going to work down inside, and he's going to block the man covering the running back or the quarterback. And he's going to wheel out, and his man's going to run with him. Sometimes they run into each other, and that's good too. So again, I think our combination, our cross blocking, is a very important thing that we do on the perimeter. So we don't get a great block on the safety, but he makes him run behind him, and that's all we need for the touchdown. And the player covering the inside receiver has to run with him on the outside wheel route. Okay, pretty empty box for in the goal line area, but that's nice. We'll take it. We're going to fake this way, wrap the tackle back around to the right. Fake right, tackle wrap to the left. See if there's a tight view of this. There is. Okay, we want to run this to the B gap. If you can see the quarterback move the back, you change the direction of the play. We'd like to run this to the B gap, and if he comes inside and it becomes a C gap trap, we're okay with it. We looked at this a little bit yesterday. This is, again, named for the Stuttgart Scorpions. We call it Scorpion. We're going to insert our backside wings. We have two pullers. The guard pulls for the front side linebacker. The wing pulls for the backside linebacker. That lets us double team on the front side. Sometimes with a tight end, you can get two double teams. You can double team an end and a defensive tackle, depending on which way you go. Here's an example with us handing the ball to the fullback. We're going left. So we're going to be able to get a double team on this front side one technique. It ends up being a C gap pull to the front side backer, which is fine. The end comes inside, our tackle takes it, and it opens up nicely. Okay, now we're in a three-back formation, but we don't have a fullback. So it's going to be quarterback scorpion. We're pulling the guard to the right for the front side backer. Our wing is going to pull around for the backside linebacker. To time it up, our quarterback's just going to take one shuffle step. It's the same step the fullback would take. He would shuffle one step and take the handoff. So the quarterback will just shuffle one step over, let the guards get out in front of him, and he's going to fit it in. Now in this case, In this case, our wing ended up picking up the front side backer because the guard went to the back side backer. So our wing makes the guard right. Another example with our fullback. I'll let this one run. You guys have a good feel for the play. 2 pullers to the point of attack. Very efficient play for us on short yardage. We'll be able to get a double team on the 3 technique.
Coach,
Yes.
if you get anything more than a 3 or 4 man front, like say bear, so would you still run that?
Oh yeah. Bear, you can run power against bear all day. Just gap it back. Send everybody back. So your guard comes down on the nose, your center goes back on the 3 technique, just wash it all down. You may not get a double team against bear, but you can wash it all down really easily. But the best thing against bear is speed option.
Yeah, speed option.
Speed option and power are really easy against bear.
And if you would get a front with every gap stack, with a guy in every gap, would you?
We check speed option.
Okay.
And laugh. Why are you doing that? we would just check speed option.
Right.
We call rocket or flash to where there's better numbers, and
Would there be situations where you would want your speed option to change up and run it in the rear way, take the block away from the read? Would there be situations that would be favorable?
It's not a base play, but we've run it as a game plan play. So if we thought it was a good game plan play for us, we would. It would probably be based on how they react to guard keys, how well we could get to level 2 on our outside zones. But we're really good at our reach and overtake, so I don't anticipate us having to go veer blocking on speed option.
So as soon as they start flowing too hard and they really see the guard moving, that's when you say, okay, let's just move it the other way, and then they just read away from the speed option.
You could do that. What we would probably do is we wouldn't overtake. We would just go right to the linebacker. We would just cover man would cut, and the other guy would go right up. Okay, going back to power. Power works on anything. Some varieties of our fly stretch play is great on the goal line. Again, if it becomes a blitz, it doesn't matter because our running back's assigned to him anyway. So we read the end no matter what. We'll also have our fullback kick out the end and run this as a straight quarterback power. So we're going to read the end. Here we're not going fly motion. So I guess this is to clarify. Anytime we're running fly motion, we're going to always read the end because we have the lead blocker for the linebacker. If we're not going fly motion, we don't have a lead back, and he becomes the end man, then we will read him. So we don't have a lead blocker, we'll read the end man. Now we have the lead blocker, so we're going to lead on him and read the end no matter what. Okay, the end squeezes, really easy give decision. Here's our read. Right now he knows it's a give right away. Very easy decision for the quarterback. Okay, so this is called quarterback power. We're going to run the fly jet sweep action to make guys overrun the play, but our fullback, instead of leading into the alley, is going to kick out the end. So that's called. There's no read on this. The fly motion is window dressing to get linebackers to scrape and chase guard pulls for us to run inside quarterback power.
Wouldn't it not be a better choice to switch sides? Not come motion from the left, because you have major part of the defense on the right side, or just on top. So they can bite on the fly motion, or moving to the right.
they're going to bite more on fly motion to the wide side than they are to the boundary,
Okay.
especially when they scout us. We fly to the wide side of the line, so we'll get a lot of reaction to that.
Oh,
Okay, this example is going to be a 2-for-1 blocking again. They're in cover 0. He has the running back. We're in power read. They're gonna cross block. So he's gonna wheel route and release wide, and his man's gonna follow him. He's gonna crack block inside and hit to take him. So he's gonna get 2-for-1 because he has to chase, and this brings the touchdown. So most people would say just run him off, and if you run him off, then this guy's gonna come and meet you right here at the line of scrimmage. And maybe you beat him, maybe you don't. So we call this a 2-for-1. Reading the defensive end. They double A-gap blitz us, which is kind of a dumb thing to do when we run power and speed option. But again, more so than watch the power play, watch the 2-for-1 block. This receiver is going to come down inside. And that springs the touchdown. And we get a lot of practice on that when we do go against our team because they're a man coverage team. So here's our power read. We're reading this guy. They're going to inside blitz, so we're just going to gap it all down. We don't block it perfect. Out of spread, ends up field, so it's quarterback pull. And a lot of overruns. Here's our read. Read guy's going to get upfield. Overrun big time. Overrun. 14 overran it. Triple option, we looked at a little bit yesterday. Well, I'll only show one clip of it. But off of our power, we'll run our dive and then our pitch phase. And we can straight up block this or we can cross block it. So we're going to go to the left. We'll have quick motion by our slot receiver. Okay, here's our dive man. He squeezed to take the dive. Quarterback's onto the pitch. Pitch man takes the slot. And then we're inside out, outside number on level 2. Remember what I started with? All the plays we run, we can run goal line, we can run in the open field. Yeah.
You explained before you want a pitch man on the same level as quarterback. In this scenario, it was far behind.
Yeah.
Was the call like that? You want it like that?
No.
Or was it just wrong?
No, he's probably too far back. They don't always do it how you want them to. That's why it's called coaching, not telling. You just tell them. So yeah, we can watch it again. Our pitch guy may not be in the right spot. Okay, so at this point, he knows that he's taking him.
Yeah.
So he's just going to trail off and let him take him.
Oh, okay.
We've run it enough where he knows if they take him, just let him take you out wide. You've blocked that man. So the last thing I want to talk about when we talk about this a little bit of the hallway is quarterback sneak. Because I think a lot of teams run it, but I don't think a lot of teams put a lot of time into it or coach it. We run quarterback sneak on about every 3rd and 1. If it's 3rd and 1 and we can see it from the box, 4th and 1, we'll call it really quick. So I mentioned we can call speed option with one word. If we call 10, it's get lined up as fast as you can and we're going to go into quick sneak. We stay in our shotgun. And it allows our quarterback 2 things. 1, to get a running start, and 2, to see where the open gap is. Versus being up in there tight. As soon as you walk underneath, what does everybody else do? They pack it in. So we stay in whatever formation we were last in. We still wedge it down inside. We have our fullback behind us that can push, because that's legal now. So I'll show you some examples of that. So here we're at 3 yards, and again, our quarterback doesn't take it straight inside. He can see the angle, and this is his best friend that doesn't block for him. So I guess friends like that, who needs enemies?
He's cheering him up, so.
But a lot of our sneaks won't hit right over the A gap. Our quarterback can see where the open gap is. So we're trying to get lined up as quickly as we can. The defense is still moving. They just now whistled the play in, and we're going to snap it and go.
So the only thing that you change up is like from your pistol alignment at 4 yards, he bumps up to 3.
He'll be up at about 3, and actually he'll be running, as soon as he says go, he's running into the snap. So he may even be it may even be illegal sometimes. And we don't coach it that way, but I'm not going to coach him out of it either. So here we went so fast, the beginning of the film got cut off, we can watch it from behind.
And you just tell him, just pick the gap that opens up. And
I don't tell him anything. Just let him go. Let him see the open gap. So he's back where he can see. I believe if he was under center, he'd have a difficult time seeing that they don't have anybody in the B gap. But at 3 yards back, he can see the open B gap and run it in there pretty easy. It looks like he's a lead back on the ISO, right, for the fullback. He's just finding the open gap. They're putting 3 guys in the nose and their shorter guy on this side, so he can see that and he can hit it. Here's another one. And again, we don't call formation with this. It's whatever formation we were just in. Get right back in the same formation and run it again. I think we got stopped on all of our quarterback sneaks once all year.
you have any compliments off of that?
No. No. There's more of a traditional one. He just pounded it in there and we pushed him in. So I think if you use it right, it can be a really effective play. I really liked it out of shotgun. I didn't know if I would, but I can tell you, being a shotgun team, if we walked under center, it'd be a big tip-off of what's going to happen. So we get a lot of mileage out of doing it from in the shotgun. What questions do you have? I actually got through one without running out of time for once. What else can I tell you? Nothing? Okay. That's our entire offense. You've seen it all in 2 days. You've seen pretty much what we do.
I might have one.
Yeah.
Could you teach me, as a play side tackle, your outside zone technique, like how you want to block on a speed option, like the standard outside zone? Like, are you really widening on that outside zone?
If he's a play side tackle where we're pitching off the end,
yeah.
So he'll inside or outside release based on the leverage of the player. So if I'm the tackle and he's outside of my framework, then I can release straight up field. So my first step can be right here, and I'm off to the tackle. I can also influence him. I can step towards him and then work upfield, or I can reach him. If he's tighter on me, we work really hard on our first 2 steps. We can reach anybody. We're going to get a really good first step, and our second step's coming with it. See how far I went in 2 steps? And I don't want to cross over maybe quite as much as I did, but now I'm on a really good angle with my shoulders square to get to level 2. So all our linemen do is footwork all day. That's all they do, is working on those steps. So it's a tackle's decision on whether to go underneath or whether to go outside. We want to go inside when we can. If the team's too tight, another factor is in scouting is do they reroute inside or release tackles? If we know that if we release vertical, he's going to really reroute us, then we may reach him, or we may live with it knowing where to get the ball pitched to the edge. If we have a wing where he can chip through, we're probably going to inside or release it every time. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes? No? What do you want me to talk more about?
No,
Which aspect?
I'll use some drawings and then you might want to coach me up in certain situations.
Okay. And if we call smoke now and we're pitching off linebacker, then we're reaching over to take footwork all the way across the line.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here. Our coaches have all really enjoyed it an awful lot. It's a blessing for us to get to come and do it, and hopefully we're able to share some things with you. And if you need anything else from us, you can find all of our contact information online, where we've got business cards. We'd be happy to help you continue the conversation and do what we can to teach you more football.
Just come back.
We will.